Ladder to Leadership. I'm excited to talk to y'all this morning, and I am just tagging all the people per usual. Y'all know how I do. Can't handle talking to myself, so please tag all your people. Like I said, I am just tagging all the people that I see this morning right here on my list. So don't feel any type of way. So that way I can have some people to actually talk to this morning. So don't feel any type of way when you are tagged. All right. Good morning, Anna. I see you working your business, girl. You're ready for director. All right. So, tag any of your team members that are on this program. And I really wanted to talk to you guys this morning about taking control of your personal business. Your personal business, not your team. Well, we'll talk a little bit about your team, but really having control of your personal business, because I know that there are a few of us who are, I would say, control freaks, right? And I can totally own that. And it took me a long time to get over the fact that I couldn't control people in this business, right? And I think that's why I thrive as a teacher, because I can control exactly what's happening in my classroom as long as you have good management, right? Obviously you have things that are thrown at you that you can't always control, but controlling things makes me feel secure. Well, this is the thing. The only part of this business that you have complete control over is your personal business. What you actually do. So let me say that again for the people in the back. The only part of this business that you have complete control over is your personal business. You can't control what anybody else does. Okay? So, I want you to ask yourself, good morning, Tiffany. Ask yourself this question this morning. And I've had to do this a couple times, and it's really like a gut check. So I think I forgot to put on deodorant, guys. That's where we're at this morning. I want you to ask yourself, if everyone on your team did exactly what you do every day, every week, and every month, how big would your business be? Okay? I'm going to say that again. If everybody on your team only did exactly what you do every day, every week, or every month, how big would your business be? Now, some of you guys would be saying huge, like Emily just said. Some of you guys may be saying, wow, gut check. I'm doing minimalistic things. I'm barely putting in my 500. I'm sponsoring 3 or 4 a year. So just ask yourself that. So for me, and I talk a lot about when I went through this whole dip in my business, and everybody goes through the dip, so we can talk about that later, but everybody goes through a down part in their business. And I don't say it's okay, but I think that's really what defines how big your business is going to be, whether or not you're going to come out on the other side. And I had to really ask myself, I was feeling down about my business, but I wasn't putting in the work that I needed to, right? And so if I asked myself, if everybody on my team was doing exactly what I do, how big would my business be? Well, my business would grow exponentially. I've sponsored 3 so far this month. I've sponsored a lot, right? And my PRV has consistently been over 2,000 since Annual Mentor started, because I decided no more. I'm not missing Annual Mentor, right? So ask yourself that. If everyone on your team did exactly what you do, how big would your business be? So if your business isn't growing the way that you want it to grow, you have got to look at yourself first. You've got to look at yourself first. Because if you aren't sponsoring, your team is not going to sponsor. If you are not consistently working your tail off to have 2,000 PRV, your team is not going to do that. And statistically, it's been shown that your team will do on average half of what you do. Half. So think about that. If you only sponsor 5 people in a year, you can expect that your team members to do half of that on average. So think about that. On average, your team is going to do half of what you do. Yes, you will have those 1%ers, those rock stars that will come out of nowhere and completely change your business. Those people do exist. But those are the 1%ers. Those are the go-getters. Those are the rare finds that I hope that every single one of y'all find, because it only takes one person to join your team and completely change your business. And I say that to all of my leaders. It only takes one. But your team is only going to do on average half of what you do. So assume that rule when you are working your personal business. You have to set the pace. And this is just something that I think it really it does. It frustrates me because, guys, if you're not posting on your team page that you booked parties, your team doesn't know that you're doing that. Even if you're a lead consultant right now, you need to be posting on your team what you're doing for your business. Post on your people's team page. And I know that seems so trivial, but they're watching you. They're watching you not post on social media. They're watching you not engage on welcome posts on your team page. They're watching you do that. Make them want to do the things that you do. They're only going to do half of it. So if you aren't welcoming people, your team isn't going to welcome people. And I know how shitty that feels when I welcome a new team member and 3 people out of almost 400 say welcome. That sucks. And it sucks for that new consultant too. So do what you want your team to do. Okay? Now, you have to set the pace. And this is something I want you to ask yourself again. So we talked a minute ago about ask yourself if everybody on your team did what you did. So you have to make systems, and I'm not going to preach on systems right now, but I want you to ask yourself, if you are going to teach your team to do something that you do, is it duplicatable? Meaning, is it something that they can continue to do? Or are you running around like a squirrel with your head cut off and they don't want to follow that? Because they are looking to you to lead. So having things in place that are duplicatable in your business is so important. It doesn't matter if you joined yesterday. You need to have a system for your personal business. And after I get off this training, I'm going to upload some personal business files that I use to keep up with. For instance, we challenged you guys to go for the no and redo your list of 100. Half of those people, half of y'all on here haven't done that. So you need to post that and engage with us. And this is the thing. You shouldn't only be doing your list of 100 when we challenge you to. You should always be growing that list of 100. And that's actually on one of my checklists, is to add people to my list of 100 every single month. Okay? So ask yourself this also. If your business isn't growing, how many new people are you actually talking to every day? Gut check. Right? How many new people are you talking to every day? Not just about Cincy. This isn't about just cold messaging 5 new people. This is about how many new people are you actually talking to. And you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional. That can be on social media, But guys, it won't kill you to talk to people in public. It might kill me because I'm an introvert, but I still do it. And that's what's really important. And like I said, you need to put things in place that your team can duplicate. So if you aren't writing down your list of 100 or adding to it, and I know that I need to be better at that too on my team page. When I go and book parties, I need to go and say that. I'm showing them that I'm bringing new people in by doing welcoming posts and stuff like that. But I know that that's something that I need to do a better job of too. But if you're a leader above, which all of you guys are, you need to be posting on your leaders team page what you're doing to work. Not just when you have a really great idea. It doesn't have to be a great idea. You can just be excited that you booked a party or you reached out to 5 people about sponsoring. You need to pay yourself first. No matter what happens in your day, you need to make sure that you have done the income producing things for your business first before you worry about anybody else. Okay? This is a very interesting number, especially for those that need some like very specific direction on what exactly it means. Because if you're not like bringing people into your, not even just your business, but just like into your life and into building relationships with them, your business will die. Because I am at the point right now where I have been very, very intentional all year about building my customer base and building my circle. Well, what has happened with all of those new people that I've been bringing in all year, we've had 2 $15 join specials. And I am sponsoring all those people because I am all about blessing all the lives. And so now I really have to be even more intentional about bringing in even more new customers and even more new prospects and even more new things like that, because I am running out of customers because I'm sponsoring all the people. And that's a good problem to have, but there's enough customers out there for everybody. There's enough team members out there for everybody. So I want you to think about the 5-3-2 rule, okay? The 5-3-2 rule, okay? 5-3-2. I've said it like 3 times now. 5 new people a day, right? So reach out, build relationships, whatever, with 5 new people a day. And that's on one of my trackers, like Connect with Daily 5, because I'm just going to connect with 5 people. Okay. So 5 people a day to connect with, either brand new people or people you're building a relationship with, but not the same 5 all week, 5 new every day. Okay. 3 people on your list, meaning people that you are following up with because they have expressed interest in the business or being a customer, or they are a customer and you need to follow up with them. So if you are having trouble with like being really specific, 5 new people a day and 3 people on your list. So maybe you just made your new list of 100 and you're feeling overwhelmed because there's all those people and you don't want to send a mass message. So break it down into attainable goals. Okay. So 3 people on your list, and then 2. Okay. For number 2, you are going to check in with 2 teamies. Okay. So 5 new people a day, 3 people on your list, and 2 new teamies. So, or not new teamies, but check in with 2 teamies. Okay. Those are people that are brand new, people that you're coaching, etc. And it doesn't have to be like a long conversation. You can literally just send them a voice text and say, hey, I see you working. I'm proud of you. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you. Or send them a voice text, like if they're brand new. Hey, make sure you go in there and complete your first things first checklist, or whatever. So if you feel like you need some direction, use that as direction. And then if you do more than that, fantastic. I mean, that's going to take you a long time to really grow your business if you're only doing 5, 3, and 2 in that way. But if you need some direction, use the 5-3-2 rule. 5 new people a day, 3 people to follow up with about the business, new people, etc., and check in on 2 teamies. If you do that, then you're going to continuously be growing your funnel. Another thing that people say is, well, I mean, I just can't get these customers to buy or whatever. Well, it's because you need more customers. You need more customers. You can ask your current customers for referrals. If they say no, ask them if they know anybody that might want to join for $15. Ask them if they know anybody that might want some smell goods for free. Ask them the things. But if you're taking care of them, tell them, like, I'm going to give you a free bar for referring me somebody when they buy from me, or whatever. Like, use the current customers that you have to your advantage, because the only thing that you have control over is your personal business. Okay? And you have got to think of ways that you can teach your team to do what you are doing. Okay? Do what you are doing. Yeah, so Bailey said, I started voice texting 2 Teamies a day on my way to pick up my kid at school. That's so simple. And it's a daily challenge for yourself. Absolutely. So if you need to write 532 at the top of your to-do list every day, then write that, 532, because you need to do something to get in the habit of doing that. I know some people, like I said, the list is overwhelming. It's overwhelming for me too. And that's something that I'm really going to put into place. I've always done the daily 5. I'll say that ever since school started, I need to be a little bit more consistent with that. So I make myself like a little to-do list every single day when I get into work, like the things that I have to get done. And then there's like a separate list of like things that need to be done by the end of the week. But now every day I'm going to write 532. And as I go through my day, I'm going to be intentional about that. Now for me, I only do Maven once a week. So that's something that I'm going to still continue to do, like follow up with my Maven people once a week. But that doesn't mean that I can't go and follow up with someone that said that they wanted to book a party. For instance, yesterday, when I was walking out to my car, I voice texted a consultant that said, or not a consultant, but a customer that said that she wanted to do a party on the 2nd week of September. I would have forgotten that if I hadn't have written that down in my party planner. I would have completely forgotten that she wanted to do a party. And who knows if she would have reached back out to me. But I knew it was the 2nd week of September. And so I reached out to her, and today I'm going to go drop it off. Okay. So you've got to be really intentional. So once I go into work, I am going to upload some of those trackers, and I really want you guys to be intentional today with working your personal business, 532, and you need to book all the parties. And it doesn't just have to be for September, guys. October, November, December, like book your fall all the way out. Do not just focus on right now. The holiday collection is coming out. I'm doing a home party on the 28th, and we're waiting to close it until the 1st because she knows that she wants to use some of her free and half off for that holiday collection. And that's okay. So now I'm already going to go in on the 1st, and I promise you that party will be over $500 because I'm front loading my calendar. So don't just focus on September, focus on forever and ever, amen. And like I said, I'm going to upload my trackers and then also some other ones from another amazing star director who is so nice to share things with us. So use what works for you, change what you need to change, and just get your personal business under control. Meet all the people. Can you say hey? Why do you like making those faces? Anyways, guys, I love y'all. I'm going to go into work, and I hope y'all have a fabulous day.